Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video, well, let's take a look at the big day coming tomorrow for SMCI. We have its earnings, and if you are aware about the coverage on SMCI that I do on regular basis, and I did a dedicated video on SMCI here on my channel over the weekend. Check it out if you haven't done so. Earnings week, bulls are betting big, and they are just getting bigger and bigger, not just in the price action. Look at this beautiful move. We'll talk about the price action in just a second. But what I can tell you that at $45, there are astronomical amount of options sitting for the bulls on the calls side. There is nothing much beyond that. What I am seeing, it's $45, whereas there's just a huge astronomical call sittings, which we may very well hit even before the earnings. Now, as I always say, no one knows what's going to happen through the earnings. We can gap up massively or gap down as well, but I'll provide my opinion. What happens through that may still just keep us safe based off of what the price action is, even if we gap down, right? Until where are we still safe? But let's revisit the price action, right? Now, one more thing. None of this is any financial advice, only for education purposes. Just sharing my opinion, guys. Please do your own thing, okay? All right, so as I have been saying, $30 plus and above will turn bullish on SMCI. And look at this move, guys. We are at $42 now. Let's turn on my another tool. This is where structure turned bullish, and we are still bullish, right? Look at these beautiful moves that we have been getting on SMCI. At this point, any pullback, which I don't expect tomorrow we're going to get any pullback, we'll see, but any pullback until significant level like 38.27 cents, not going to change anything. If we are just bullish, very likely we may be hitting $50 even before the earnings. Again, nothing is guaranteed. We have to follow the price action. And price action, let's go to the hourly interval. It's just telling me that, hey, I'm bullish, I'm very bullish. Well, that's pretty much remains the case. If pullback happens, $38.28 is the level, as I said. Until then, pullback is just fine, and even up on the levels above, which is 39 and 55 cents. Those are early on signals. If we see a price stabilize there, that will just constitute a pullback. Definitely, the next big move will be through the earnings. Well, we can have a gap up or gap down, but look at the moves, guys. Look at the, well, when I say moves, like look at the volume down there on SMCI. Bulls are betting so big. Today, SMCI just traded like bullish across all the intervals of the hour. Look at this thing, the volume down there. Did we have any of such volumes? Well, we have been getting strong volumes from that $30 breakout that I told you about. That will be super bullish. We have been getting strong volumes, but today it's just not a strong volume for an hour. It's like throughout the whole day. Look at this. Even during the lunch hour, when things slows down and at the end of the day, there are much volume, not just on SMCI any stock, but SMCI itself today across all the hours, just completely defying the momentum there. Is very strong. We can take a look at the 5-minute interval as well. Strong volume after volume after volume across all the intervals, like really strong bullish momentum on SMCI. Levels are holding really good. We have been bullish, and not just that. Let me take you to the weekly interval as well. So weekly interval. Now I'm going to turn on my one more tool. Again, just as you know, easy day and swing trading tool, right? So let's turn that on. We turned bullish 2 weeks ago, right over there, right at the $30 level on the weekly interval as well, right? There's the structure green. And we have been bearish on SMCI in the weekly structure from April 2024 when that whole collapse started to happen. You already knew ahead of the time, if you have access to my tools, what to do. Where's the direction? And before that, you can see we were bullish on this thing from $8 all the way, definitely split adjusted, but $8 all the way to $120, right? That was all that bullish structure on SMCI. Then we had this bearish structure, and we are turning again in the bullish structure now on the weekly interval as well. So this is definitely looking very good for SMCI going in tomorrow. Wow. What can possibly be we looking at now? Well, if we gap up above $50, definitely we have another room to continue higher up. The stronger supply zone I'm seeing are at now $50. So if they can gap up above that after earnings, things will look way better, and then we open up the door to 64 area, 64 to 69 area. That's where we open up the door to then. And if we gap down, let's say for any reason, and definitely I want to see it right away above 200 days moving average. If we can do that tomorrow after earnings gap up, that's just amazing. Again, no one knows what's going to happen through the earnings. I'm showing you bulls are betting big, a lot of volume is coming, things are looking very strong, but again, nothing is guaranteed. With that, it brings me to the point, what if we gap down after earning? If we gap down, however, we still stay above 37 and 23 cents. If any case we gap down, but we maintain above 37 and 23 cents, nothing to fear. We still can hold on to the structure of the bullish structure. Only if we lose 37 and 23 cents, if we gap down, then I'm worried again on SMCI. Then this might again get a little bit beaten up, may lose its momentum and may go sideways or even sell off, right? But so far so good. Volume looking strong. Options traders are betting big on the bullish side for sure. Volumes, as I just showed you, price action is also looking bullish, and things are so far looking good. As I always say, keep taking partial profits, and before earnings I like to reduce my position. So across some portfolios, many portfolios where I hold SMCI, I did take some profits out, which just for a couple of days of position that I played above $30. So because I'm just sizing down through the earnings, but I'm wanting to hold this thing through the earnings, not big position, but the one that I can I have the risk appetite for, right? Again, make your own personal decision, whatever you want to do. Now, just before wrapping up, I was looking at the articles. There is not much, the specifics here on the news, and the couple of articles. And here's one: investors are gearing up for Supermicro's fiscal Q2 earnings report set for release tomorrow. Analysts are expecting earnings of 0.75 per share on 5.94 billion in revenue, but the big focus will be its financial year 2024 10K submission. Nasdaq has given the company until February 25th, 2025 to file its overdue financial statements. And along those lines, right? So I'm just going to tell you one more thing, one last funny story before we wrap up. So S&P 500, I'm pretty sure that's the index that added SMCI up at the top here, right? SMCI was added to S&P 500 at the top, and S&P 500 kicked out SMCI at the bottom from the index. Oh, I know S&P 500 has a lot of stock that may still protect it from that, but look at it. How much did S&P 500 lose just by making their poor decisions? So this tells you S&P 500 managers are not the best managers in the world if you think that way. They are just random, not random people, but they don't have the best way of making decisions, all right? Anyways, guys, what you saw in this video, the tools, if you need access to my tools, links are in the description below of this video, and also 45 plus stocks coverage. If you need access to those, you can find the details in the description of this video. All right, with that, I'll see you in my next videos, guys. Take care. Bye.